Welcome back to watching me awkwardly talk into a camera. This week, my sister-in-law, Alicia, found the most funny, by which I mean horribly sexist and offensive, Facebook game ever. First of all, we have to, address the fact that Alicia plays Facebook games. We all know how horrible this is. We all have learned to tolerate it. So yeah, what she found this week was a game called My Perfect Man.
Okay, so this is The Perfect Man.
Okay.
It's an app on Facebook, or a game, clicky game on Facebook. It's basically that you get a man, and he starts as more or less a Neanderthal, and you have to kind of train him to be a respectable human being to turn him into your perfect man.
In this game, you get a man and you train him like a dog to be perfect because he's untrained and not perfect to begin with.
And
So tell me about your perfect man.
if you leave him for too long, he turns into this disgusting mess here you see with all the flies flying around him, the beard, and
This is what you've created?
Well, because I left him, so he immediately regressed back into basically monkey state. You have statistics,
Okay.
stats, like intelligence, art, sports, repair, this sort of thing, and you force him to do jobs, and after doing the jobs, his stats go up. And the higher his stats, the more respectable human being he is. Like currently, for instance, his intelligence stat is ranked at goldfish.
The game actually advertises itself as something that, what was it they said? Finally, a game that objectifies men.
And he makes a mess constantly. You frequently are encouraged to pick him up and force him to clean his messes, and that will up his hygiene stat. It's part of the reason of why he's so disgusting right now with all the smelly lines and the flies buzzing around him is because he has a low hygiene stat, because I haven't forced him to clean up enough messes, I guess, or...
This isn't how equality works. Equality is supposed to be men and women treating each other nicely and with respect and dignity and all that good stuff.
You get your happiness points and your experience points, but you also get the little stat point that appears that raises his hygiene stat. And as you can see now, he is no longer... Oh no, he is still surrounded by flies. I'm sorry, he's just really determinedly disgusting.
Ew. It doesn't work if we just start cruelly objectifying each other.
For instance, here I'm forcing him to do sit-ups so that he stops being so chubby.
If this was made about women, there would be an enormous outcry, and everyone would be completely up in arms about it. Taking all the old horrible things that used to happen to women and then turning around and doing them to men is not making the world a better place, at all.
Evidently, my perfect man is somewhat of a mud-loving freak.
Why do people make these things? Doesn't make any sense to me.
But yeah, you force him to do things. You frequently sell what he creates. You get him to build you tables and chairs and stuff like that, and then you sell them, and then you use the money to buy more things, to teach him more activities, to make him more of a functional human being. And eventually, he becomes someone that anyone could possibly be attracted to in any life.
Doesn't really make me feel more empowered as a female to play a game about being mean to men. Actually, come to think of it, I've never really not felt empowered as a female. I grew up in an era where women could pretty much do whatever men could do. It hasn't been a problem for me. I know women still suffer a lot of injustice in a lot of places, but there are a lot of places where being a woman just means you're a person. I don't think we need to do this to men. That's all I have to say. Play a game where people are nice to each other. Just be nice to each other.